So, Gayweiser has come out and basically put out a new ad.
Gayweiser?
Yeah.
I like that.
That has, apparently, okay, if it wasn't bad enough what you did the first time, now we're going to be like, okay, I know all these people who drink our beer are stupid rednecks. So we're going to do an ad just to appeal to them, little red meat. We're going to throw it out there.
Simpletons. We're going to throw a commercial out that'll make the simpletons
because
happy.
they are so incomprehensibly stupid that they'll just be like, "Whoa, Bud Light's great now," and so that's what they did. So we're going to look at the ad, and I don't know if we're going to do it or not, but I would love just to go through a couple of the comments down to bottom because the ratio is not good.
No. Bud Light's getting ratio.
Because it has like 500 likes and 50 bazillion dislikes. And I don't know. It's just, we need to go work for Budweiser, apparently. Do they not have anybody there with any common sense whatsoever? Nobody sitting there at the table going, guys, we don't need to do this because they're going to see this as pandering. And unlike the left, the conservatives are able to recognize pandering.
Yeah, we see it.
And this could have been like the left hand wasn't talking to the right hand either. Like the video like this, this team may not have known that the Mulvaney thing was going to happen.
Yeah, obviously this wasn't made in a week. I doubt.
Yeah,
computers are amazing nowadays. They could have probably done it in a week. But I'm like you. I think they had this thing queued up for a while, and the Mulvaney thing came out, and they're like, "Oh crap!"
Did you know?
Like, what are we gonna do?
I want to go long on this, but did you know that the CEO of Anheuser-Busch used to work for the CIA?
Really?
Yeah.
Well, he's not. That's not very intelligence.
Well,
that doesn't have good intelligence. If he did.
Yeah,
he works for the
this
CIA.
This guy's working for an intelligence
agency,
and then he releases the dumbest ad ever in the history, except for New Coke. And then, we're up a creek. We really are. We are SOL in this country for sure.
Boy.
All right, show this stupid thing. Let's watch it. I haven't seen it before. You guys,
I've not seen it.
I've watched it once.
America, sea to shining sea.
Beautiful horse, by the way.
Let me tell you a
Clydesdale,
story
beautiful.
about a beer
There's a horse loose in St. Louis.
rooted in the heart of America.
Hooves up, don't shoot.
He's walking. People just like, that's a horse. Hey, Bob, did you see the horse today? Hey,
yeah.
how you doing, man?
Don't worry about the giant.
I love you.
Not even
Clydesdale.
looking at the
Hey.
horse. Yeah.
For those who found opportunity in
Oh
challenge
yeah, got to have the ethnicity in there.
in tomorrow.
Oh.
Raised by generations.
Yeah.
Gay.
Sip.
Nobody's drinking that.
Look at them looking at each other.
Risk,
Horse just ran by on the road.
remember.
My friends are like, get that horse.
Get the horse. It's a runaway.
This is a story bigger than beer.
Oh, it is.
This is the story of the American spirit.
Oh wow.
Oh gosh.
Wow.
Oh my gosh.
The
Now,
American
Hold
spirit.
on. Is that? Huh. Okay.
The only thing that would have made it.
Shared spirit. I just noticed the title of the video. Shared spirit.
Yeah.
Isn't that like a pronoun thing now? Like you can be a two-spirited person.
I guess so. Can I identify as
That's a
Clydesdale?
pronoun thing. I
I'm
saw
sure you
what's his
can.
face talking about it, saying you can be a two-spirited person now. You can be like. So there you go. You can
Wow.
be shared spirits.
Is that schizo?
So they even have woke stuff in their title.
What they should have done, the only thing they left out of this commercial to make it just totally sucking up to conservatives is the video of the dude during the hurricane with the American flag and the guy's hair blowing. He's standing out in the middle of the street.
Yeah.
Should have put that in there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Would have made it.
I would actually probably liked it more.
But you
With that,
okay?
but-
You watch the commercial, all right. Now, I never did Bud Light, but are you going back now because of this? Because they tugged on your heartstrings right here.
No, you kidding me? The rednecks went out and bought 16 cases of what their new beer. They're not going to go out and buy Bud Light tomorrow. Sorry,
I saw people buying Bud Light.
I'm
I
sure
was at
there
the store,
still
and
are.
I'm sure that I could tell by the person that had it in the cart that they were making their statement with it too. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
one of those people.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was about to say, because let's be honest, Amazon can come out tomorrow and he could say, Jeffrey Bezos could say he's the Antichrist, and be like, it's Amazon. What's up? Price still going to work.
But I think
for
the
us.
Bud
Oh, it's
Light,
Antichrist. We can't do anything to
I
stop
think the
that.
Bud Light thing's going to stick.
I think-
because Crowder's really excited about it, and Matt Walsh made a really good point because Matt Walsh was like, don't boycott everything, but you find one company and you annihilate it.
Yep.
And that's what we're doing. I think people are just tired. They're tired of it. And good or bad, Budweiser just happened to be at the wrong place at the wrong time. And they hit a point where people just got fed up.
Yep.
And Anheuser-Busch just happened to be there.
And the spokesperson that they picked was just the wrong person. They could have picked any other transgender. They could have picked like Blair White or somebody like that and probably would have skated under the radar a little bit. But they picked
a man. Yeah. They picked a man who actually he makes fun of women.
Yes.
He is a caricature of everything bad that's been portrayed about women over the years.
Absolutely. He does it for show.
And he does it for show. And he's an idiot.
Yep.
And he's mentally disturbed. This guy is mentally fried. And so they're promoting this person. So Budweiser gets on here, and it's not only the transgender thing. It's like when you celebrate and promote these people, you're promoting people who are abnormal. And you're saying, we're okay with this. We're okay with delusional beliefs. We're okay with you thinking that you're a unicorn. We're okay with you thinking, that you can marry your dog. We're okay with all this stuff. And I think I knew there was going to be a point where everybody was just going to crack. And they just get to a point where they just like, well, you're transphobic. You know what? I freaking don't care anymore.
Yeah, I don't care. Call me whatever you want.
Call me whatever you want to.
Yeah.
I don't care anymore. And once they lose the power of the words, then they're done.
That word doesn't even make sense, though.
I'm not afraid of trans people.
I don't think I'm afraid of any trans person. That's right. So
I'm not afraid of homosexuals.
There's no phobia there.
When somebody says you're a homophobe, I'm like, I'm not afraid of homosexuals.
That's
right.
It's not a fear. It's just
right. I don't know. There's a
distaste.
legitimate Christophobe or people who are afraid of Christians.
Yeah.
But nobody's fearful of homosexuals. Not at all.
No.
So I think it's crazy. Can we scroll down a little bit to the comments? Let's just do a couple.
The Zer thing. That was the.
Is there any way you can do that? Can you?
Oh yeah, I got them.
We might read a couple.
You got to read the top one there. That's the best one.
Go for it.
If I could see it.
I love the part where the horse explains his Zer's pronouns while dressed like a unicorn. Then explains my human privilege. The part where the horse mounts another horse atop a pride float while other horses are peacefully burning down small businesses. I was truly
and notice they have more likes than the actual video itself.
Yeah, the first two comments do.
Oh my God,
that is fantastic.
Well, let's read it. Let me tell you a story. I think I was the dude from. He was from The Right Stuff. Glenn, I can't think of his name. He was in Iraq. Gosh, let me tell you a story about a beer company founded in America, then sold to a corporate conglomerate in Europe.
It's a true story.
They didn't understand their market and tried forcing their woke beliefs on them. The people had enough and stopped buying their product. The company never admitted they screwed up, and the people remembered, continued to boycott their beer. This wasn't just about beer. This was about people being fed up with being told what and how to think.
This is the
American spirit.
Yeah. That is the most replied to and the most popular comment on the list here.
Yeah,
25 more likes than the video again.
Right.
That is amazing.
5 times the likes of the video.
I like the third one. The guy who created New Coke can finally rest knowing that he is no longer responsible for the worst marketing idea. Oh my gosh! Power to the people. Stick it, Budweiser. The American spirit is something you forgot about. This is great right here. I want an apology.
Yeah.
The same way conservatives have been forced to stand in front of a camera and do it when they've offended the woke. I want someone at Anheuser-Busch to say, we were wrong. This guy on the can is not a woman and should have never been on there.
Yeah. No kidding.
Yeah, because we're forced to, or our kids are pressured to talk about their white privilege in school and talk about their racism in school for the 15% of the black kids in their class. And
I want an apology.
Yeah.
I want, and this person is right, Robin. I don't know if it's a he or a she.
Today, who
or
knows?
they.
Yeah.
But they're right, because every time a conservative offends somebody who is woke, we have to stand in front of a camera and we have to apologize. We have to grovel. We have to beg their forgiveness. Or not, they're going to burn your house down.
And we have our administration bowing to these people on camera. Yeah. Like kneeling and, it's
Drew Barrymore knelt at the feet of this Dylan guy.
Yeah.
It's satanic.
No, you had what's her name? Head of Speaker of the House?
Nancy Pelosi?
Yeah, she was caught bowing and praising some other race at some point too. It was really stupid.
They all did that.
Yeah.
There was like a whole group of the congressmen or whatever that went in and took a knee, and they had the little African drapery stuff on, and like, good grief.
Go down a little bit. Let me see what else is anything. I literally cried. It was spelled literally. They laterally. Come on. I literally cried when the horse yelled, "This is Sparta!"
Kicked Dylan Mulvaney
into a bucket of mayonnaise.
A bucket of mayonnaise. Truly, this is one of the commercials ever made.
Oh.
There, read John's there. That one's good.
I'm surprised they didn't change that horse into My Little Pony and called him Rainbow Sparkles.
Support your local brewery.
You gotta love conservatives, man.
Yeah.
You gotta love conservatives because we're hilarious.
And to his point, there's tons of local breweries. It doesn't matter where you live. There's lots of local breweries everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
If you want good beer, go to these local. They will much rather have your money.
Yeah,
they'll gladly take your money, and they won't support woke crap. Like
and it's
Budweiser.
Probably better.
Yeah, and it'll be way better product.
I'm serious. One more. I could sit here and just do a whole show of just going through this. But it's cool.
No, read Mark's.
How do you know what a horse is and not a woman?
If you don't even
How do you know that horse is not a woman if you don't even know what a woman is?
Maybe that's what it is. Maybe that was their new. They thought Dylan Mulvaney was a woman. So maybe they thought that horse was a woman also. Parading a woman around.
Yeah, and this person's commenting on how this is completely avoiding the issue, and that's how the media is seeing. But I don't think that's what happened. I think this was made by a different team at a different time.
Yeah, I agree.
Not in response.
Tone-deaf group, right?
Not in response to what's happening with the Dylan
question
stuff.
is Budweiser, Bud Light, Busch. I suppose they have different marketing teams. Each one of them has probably different marketing teams.
Well, I can tell you what marketing team they have.
And Bud Light obviously has a different marketing team than Budweiser.
The marketing team they have is the same one that released the Jeep ad with Bruce Springsteen in it. Yeah.
Yeah.
And we're sitting there going, all right, thought Jeeps were gay to begin with.
Now we know.
And we put Bruce Springsteen in there, and he's basically saying, we need to come together as a country. And it's like, dude, you're the most divisive human being that walks the face of the planet right now. In fact, his guitarist, another reason to hate Bruce Springsteen, his guitarist came out and said that all conservatives need to be exterminated like cockroaches, and said that just a week ago.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Wow.
You keep supporting Bruce Springsteen.
Yeah.
I'm gonna not drink Bud Light, but you do everything else. That's a problem.
Yeah.
We support, and I'm just as guilty as anybody.
Oh, yeah, I mean,
we support everybody else, but we need to find one company and annihilate it, and maybe there'll be a wake up call to everybody else.
And then if it's not, you find one more company.
Find one more company,
and you keep annihilating them until somebody goes, oh, maybe we shouldn't post.
We
this
shouldn't
stuff
piss off
anymore.
the conservatives anymore.
Exactly, because they're the ones with the money that are buying all of our stuff.
But nobody's afraid to piss off conservatives because we don't burn your businesses down.
No.
This may have been maybe the biggest strike they've tried to make, though. I think with this brand, I think they're offending more conservatives than any of the other brands they've attacked the last 3 years. I think this is the biggest try.
Yeah.
I think the reason why this made people so angry was because you have a chance to put a woman on there, and there are so many women that you could have put on there.
Mm-hmm.
Civil rights leaders for the past. You could put Condoleezza Rice if you want to do a black woman. You could put anybody on there. Margaret Thatcher. Well, they're not going to do Margaret Thatcher. They hate Margaret Thatcher. They could put any woman on any modern woman on there.
Mm-hmm.
And they chose this thing.
And part of me wonders if the boycott won't get worse, just because of the simple fact that you have a lot of older guys that go to the bars and whatnot. They don't have social media. they're not paying attention.
They're not hearing about this till they get to the bar.
They're not hearing about it till they get to the bar, and then they order a Bud Light. And next thing you know, the bartender's like, "Hey, you're gonna turn gay after this."
Thing, yeah.
And then he goes, "What?" So I think it's gonna get worse for Budweiser. I mean,
unless they get on, like I said, unless they get on there and go, we were absolutely idiotic to do this.
Mm-hmm.
We don't,
and they won't.
They won't.
No,
because they can't get on there and go, we don't support or condone any of this. They can't do that. They'll never do that in a million years. But I think the best thing that works is humor. And if you could do some type of commercial where you made fun of yourself and said, wow, this was stupid.
But
maybe that'll work.
But they're afraid. I was watching Timcast, and he was saying the same thing. He said, it's all about who Budweiser is more afraid of. Mm-hmm. Are they afraid of losing the money? Are they afraid of having their businesses burned down?
They're afraid of having their businesses burned down.
They will never give up. They will never apologize. They won't pay any dust because they're afraid their business will be burned down.
And that's the one thing, and that's what I was talking about a little bit earlier. That's the one thing that the trans, the BLM, and that's what they have, is that will get upset. Mm-hmm. Of course, the gun owners and all the violent supposed people out there, violently inclined people. But they truly fear for their lives with these people because the last major shootings that have taken place, not this birthday shooting that took place in Alabama somewhere, but the last 4 shootings that have taken place have been by trans people. Mm-hmm. And so they're very fearful that somebody's going to walk in there that's a trans and is going to shoot them. I think about it myself as a pastor of a church. We sit here and we talk about this stuff all the time. Is one of those psychos going to come in? Because they're already mentally crazy.
Yeah.
All right. And are they going to come in one day and just try to shoot up the congregation? Of course, we're all armed anyway.
How about say good luck?
Like, if you come here, you're dead before you even get in the door. But it's a scary time to be taking a stand against stuff, but it's also an exciting time because you feel like you're actually fighting.
Well, it feels like we're not alone now.
But the stand
it feels like
we've been talking about this stuff for years.
With this, it feels like other people are finally having enough.
Well, they've always been there.
But they were just like, here goes another woke company. I think now when they start messing with their beer, they're like, okay,
yeah,
too far.
Well, you would think messing with the kids would have been enough.
You would have thought so.
You think somebody would have said, hey, you let a drag queen come in here and talk to these children?
I think the problem with that is it didn't happen. It wasn't here necessarily.
Right. They did it in San Francisco.
Yeah, they did it in other places, and we're
cities.
like, that'll never come here, which it will. If they keep letting it happen.
I don't think it'll come here.
I don't know if a conservative stand's good enough. Like if you think about the generation that's most angered by this is my generation, your generation, the 1 or 2 generations that are middle-aged right now. What statistically it was like 1 to 2% of that generation supported the LGBT initiative early on. Maybe that number, now that they're more brave, is up to 5% now. But the generation they're targeting with this is 20% homosexual.
Yeah.
By statistics.
Yeah.
So when a few of us bank off from something like this and 20% of the next generation jumps on because of it, I don't know.
20% of the next generation doesn't have any money to buy anything with us, so we're good.
That's true too.
And they're underage as well.
Yeah. They can't buy this yet, and if they could, most of them are living in their mom and dad's basement. They don't have a penny of their name. So
they came out there with the ad, and it was like, we're trying to target the younger generation. It's like, well, they have to be 21 to drink.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
But the millennial generation's over 21 now.
Yeah.
Be careful.
Well, they're going to lower the drinking age. Hopefully this happens after I die. But they're going to lower the drinking age, and then they're going to lower the voting age, and then they're going to do all that stuff.
Well, that has to follow suit. If you can be 6 and decide you want to change your gender, they're going to say that you should be able to decide a lot of other things. We're going to have elementary students voting for president here in the next decade. They're going to lower age
of consent because all that has to go together, and that's part of the plan.
They're already trying that.
Yeah. They absolutely want these young idiots to go out and vote.
Yep.
They do. And they want that, and they want to lower the age of consent so they can release all the pedophiles from prison. Yeah. And on that note, because I don't even go down that dark road, because if I do,
you'll see
we're gonna get
cups
banned.
Getting thrown, books getting thrown.
Yeah, we're gonna get banned. All right. On that note, we'll stop right there.